colors of this show do not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of Radio DHODIes. The content broadcast on this show is meant for informational and entertainment purposes only.
जब हमारे परिवार के बुजुर्गों की सेहत और देखभाल की बात होती है तो घर पर इन होम केयर वाला ऑप्शन सबसे बढ़िया है। अनलॉक का पेस प्रोग्राम एक ऐसा कन्वीनियंट एंड पर्सनलाइज्ड ऑप्शन है जिसके जरिए हमारे बुजुर्ग घर पर हमारे साथ रहकर यही देखभाल और सेवा का लाभ उठा सकते हैं। अब चाहे वो घर पर रहे या अनलॉक वाले पेस सेंटर में आए, उनको वही डेडिकेटेड एंड प्रोफेशनल केयर मिलेगी। अनलॉक ने बुजुर्गों की सेहत को अपना प्रायोरिटी बना लिया है। और जानने के लिए 1855-308-0195 पे कॉल करें। That's 1855-308-0195. After months of screen time and no play dates, the Children's Discovery Museum is open for Purple Play Days of Summer. It's time to rediscover the wonder. Climb on the fire engine, splash around in the waterworks, blow bubbles, and scale the tree climber in Bill's backyard. Oodles of hands-on arts and culture, STEM, health, and nature-themed exhibits await your family. The Giant Purple Museum is open every day, Wednesday through Sunday. Reservations are required at cdm.org. That's cdm.org.
Top of the morning, Bay, with Good Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning, Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारे तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
नमस्कार,
वनकम,
नमस्कार,
खुशामदीद,
सलाम अलैकुम,
सत श्री अकाल,
एक अंदर की वंदनम,
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय जिनेंद्र।
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे याली मदद,
मोराली मदद बोलते हुए सारे फीजे मंदिर बोलेंगे नीसा बोला बरजान। हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे। मैं सब फालतू बाबा
and of course myself फालतू रानी लेकर आपके लिए एक और ड्राइव टाइम that's going to make it totally exciting and totally मस्तानी बन जाने यार।
That's why बरजान, of course, a quick look at what's happening in the roads. आप लोगों के लिए बरजान रास्ते का हाल जो हम लोग देते हैं आप लोगों को टोटल सस्ते में।
It's time for the Bandu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
That's why Barajan, if at all you're stuck somewhere and you want to know what's happening in the roads, because we're going to give you updates on what's happening in the Bay Area. Barajan, right now in California, Bay Area, we are right here online for you guys, available everywhere, wherever you want to go. But then you can carry us, and you can share with us what's happening in the location where you are. You might be actually in the East Coast. I'm wondering like, oh my God, there's traffic here, and you want to know what's happening. We can have we can actually get you updates of what's happening in those specific regions as well. But that's right, we can do that for sure. Like in the Bay Area में आजकल देखा जाए तो traffic उतना नहीं है जितना था pre-COVID, लेकिन फिर भी the roads are kind of getting populated right now. People are getting back to work, and people who are actually braving the Delta virus, saying that okay, I already am vaccinated, I'm fine, and they're getting into the business. But yes, nevertheless, please be cautious. We'll share news about what's happening with the Delta variant of the virus as well, coming up with the news updates in a few minutes. But उससे पहले बता दूं कि actually whatever incidents are happening are pretty much in the outskirts. There's one particular warning of fog on 101 northbound and southbound. In fact, in South Bay, Faltwani, we had light showers in the morning. Just maybe 5 minutes, but still it was relief kind of. There's like they're putting some hot water on a hot pan. So it really just dried up as soon as it came. Like the soil and the road just soaked up the water.
Really? Yeah,
exactly. That's the exact feeling what I had, Balajan. But traffic on 880 is still there. Residual traffic on 80 actually is creating a huge backlog over there. In fact, it's not very huge. It is a regular backlog. This is on 80 getting onto the getting on towards San Francisco, Balajan. So watch out for that. You might want to recalculate your route and your destination time when you're going to get there. But one thing good about the modern technology, Fatwani, modern technology actually allows us to everything's simplified for us. So we don't have to touch any dial on the car or anything with the matter. Just dial into Radio DHODIes app, it'll automatically play for you. You can just ask Siri to play it, or you can actually have a Tesla play it off for you. Say play Radio DHODIes, automatically plays for you guys.
Right.
And also second thing is when you're doing these calculations, right? The phone automatically tells you there's going to be delay.
Huh.
It's going to take you so much time to get there. I get the bonus. Initially, I was like, oh my god, so invasive. Then you get used to it. You get used to the thing, like, okay, you know what? It's the phone tells you 9 minutes to your destination or 12 minutes to your destination. Because they know your pattern already, where you go, how long you go, right?
Yeah.
They kind of register those things. It tells you. It's very interesting how AI is kind of affecting our life. Probably should do a segment and talk about that, Faltari.
That's
AI.
true, actually.
Hey, but then right now that was a traffic update. Weather-wise, if you dekha jaye, to actually it's going to be nice and sunny. All the remaining clouds are burnt off this morning with the little showers of that. So it's going to be kind of a, I don't know. It's not a hot day. It's like it was yesterday. Like, in the later part of the afternoon, it's going to be hitting like somewhere 86, 85 kind of a thing, mid 80s. But again, the coldest is going to be 60 degrees, so probably layer up in the evening, I suppose. Tomorrow probably we'll have some clouds coming in. Rain, I don't think so, not as yet. Probably we'll have it in October, November. We don't know about that part, but of course, the third heat wave hasn't hit us somehow or the other. I don't know when it's going to happen. Just be cautious about that. Weekend is going to be nice and sunny. It's supposed to be nice and sunny Saturday and Sunday. In fact, it's going to be sunny all through the week, actually.
Yeah.
Sunny. Only thing tomorrow, probably a little bit of clouds here and there, but that's it. And that was your update of what's happening on the roads, Banajan. And abhi ke liye aapko bol de ki we're going to go and check out. We have a information segment for you guys coming up, right, Faltwani?
Yes, absolutely, Alto Baba. Banajan, this is the summer. We're in the fag end of the summer. Basically, when I'm talking about fag end of the summer, I'm talking about summer from school, because second week of August most schools are going to be reopening. So a lot of our parents who are on vacation and who have been, even now with the Delta variant situation, many people are not really returning back to work. Like Cisco has said, I don't know if Cisco has said, but Apple said that they've delayed their return to work. So has Google. A lot of people are not going back to work until October, November, and some companies have even said Jan of 2022. Especially with the surging Delta variant cases. So, what's happening is a lot of you are sitting at home and watching us live right now, and are probably catching this on your Radio Hotties apps in your Teslas if you're driving to work, or for, you can catch us anywhere on the go, even if you're taking a walk, if you're at your gym, like our bandus, like Raj Lakhotia ji and Deepa ji, and all these people, when they're working out too, they listen to us. So, what happens is, you're wondering, what do I do with the kids? A lot of times there's only that much summer camps you can send them to, right? And there's only that much vacationing you can do, right? So there is a wonderful place called the Children's Discovery Museum, Banajan, and they are open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Purple Play Days of Summer, the Children's Discovery Museum is open, and for those of you who want to get to know more information, obviously they are very, very careful in the sense that you have to make a reservation to go. What is it exactly? When can you take your kiddos? What are the activities that are open? Is there a play area? If you've never been there, guys, let me tell you, Aldo and myself too enjoy ourselves every time we go
actually, before COVID, we actually, are there photographs of me actually, videos of me actually playing? I'll tell you what, they actually open for, one thing is that I talked to them also, the management is so nice and friendly. It's for every child.
Yeah.
Is what they say.
Yeah.
I asked what's the age group at all.
Right.
But anyway, we'll talk about a segment right now. But we'll go to the segment and come back right after this. So here you go.
And Bandhujan, it's time right now for us to be going into our fun informational segment. Aap sunte aa rahe hain. I've been telling you that there's this really, really fun place that's back open, and there's a whole bunch of exciting stuff that's happening. The Purple Play Days of Summer. Remember, we've been talking about that. Uske bare mein kya exactly ho raha hai? What is happening at the Children's Discovery Museum? And what are the different activities that each and every one of us, including us, the big kids, can take advantage of when we want to take our kids there. I am going to be inviting on to our show right now Cecilia Clark from the Children's Discovery Museum. She's the director of marketing there, who'll be joining us to talk to us a little bit about that. Hi, Cecilia. How are you?
Hi. Nice to see you, Kavita. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much for joining us. And it's really great to see you after, oh my God, a year and a half of the pandemic. God.
Oh, I know. But here we are. Yes, and we've been open since April, and we have been so excited to have so many families and children's coming through the doors now. It's just been really heartwarming to see families and children having a great time in the museum, and to hear the laughter and the joy. Again, it's just been really worth it.
I know. So, Cecilia, tell me, I'm so excited. The Purple Play Days of Summer. So, what exactly has started? Do people have to make reservations? How does this work? Could you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, yes. Well, we opened in April. The inside of the museum, we were able to open Bill's Backyard, which is our outdoor space, back in the fall. But then, as everything closed down in December, we shut down, and we opened again in April. And so now the inside and the outside is open, but people do need to make a reservation. We have 3 play sessions a day.
Mhm.
And so it's best to go online, get your ticket in advance, and then you come for your 2 hour play session. So we have two in the morning and one in the afternoon.
Wow. And what's the age range? Is there any age range they could make a reservation in these play groups?
Yes, well, we do say that we're for all children of all ages, children of the heart of all ages. Um, but I think our sweet spot is really serving children between the ages of 1 and 8.
Nice.
And we have a lot of parents, and we also have a lot of grandparents that come and bring their children. So, bring their grandchildren. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cecilia, I wanted to also ask you, Children's Discovery Museum, you have so many different programs and activities you run. Like, we're part of a couple of those cultural
Yes.
activities.
Yeah.
So, talk to us a little bit about are those back, and what can we expect? What happened?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have our you and Kishan have been involved for years in our Diwali celebration, which is coming up this fall. And during the pandemic, we were able to keep our cultural celebration series alive by doing it virtually.
Mhm.
And now the last cultural celebration we had in August was our Proud of My Family celebration, and it was a hybrid event. So we're evolving and moving forward um, as things change within the community with COVID. And so I'm not sure yet what Diwali will look like. It could be a hybrid event again, where we'll do some activities in the museum, and then we'll have some things online as well. But we certainly, yeah, we those are very important to us in our commitment to sharing the diverse culture in Silicon Valley with all of our families that come to the museum. So it's an important commitment for us to continue.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And it's so great to hear that. It's
Yeah.
an honor to be involved. In terms of exhibits, anything exciting coming? Uh,
Yeah, well, we did have to make some changes during COVID. For example, we didn't want to let go of our Bubbles exhibit, so that's so very popular, but we moved it outside, and it's been a real hit out in Bill's backyard.
wow.
And Bill's Backyard, for those who haven't been here yet, it's our half an acre outdoor play space. And there's so much to do out in Bill's Backyard. There's a tree climber, there's a fort building area, there's a lookout tower, there's a dig pit, and there's bubbles now. So Bill's Backyard is a really popular and fun place to go and hang out in the summer. And then we have some of our old favorites that are still here. The Fire Engine is incredibly popular, Rainbow Market, and of course Waterways. That's one of our very popular exhibits. Is still very active and bubbly. And then in the end of August, we'll have a brand new exhibit called the Amazing Air Maze. And for those folks who have been to the museum before, we have a very small version of that on the floor right now, which is called Amazing Airways, and it's really a set of tubes that with air that flows through that kids can manipulate the way that the air moves through the tubes, and you put little puff balls and scarves and things in the tubes. And so this is going to be twice that size, 3 times that size. It's going to be 2-story, more tubes, more air, and more fun. And so that's coming at the end of August.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun! I
Yeah.
know that particular. I've played at that particular, the air maze.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It's
is,
really popular for adults and children. It's addictive.
yeah. You know what? I need to can adults make reservations too?
You can, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, perfect. So, again, Badijan, I'm in conversation with Cecilia Clark from the Children's Discovery Museum, and we've been talking about all the exciting, fun stuff that's back And during the Purple Play Days of Summer, you can actually make a reservation. Take your kiddos. Yeah, no more. You don't have to sit at home and wonder, oh my God, I have to put them in this camp or that camp, and instead take them and go enjoy yourself as well. One more thing that I do want to mention in Bill's backyard is that slide. You have a beautiful slide there, right?
Yes, there's actually two slides. There's a slide that comes down from the tree climber, and then there's a slide on the backside of the lookout tower.
Yeah, I've actually gone to the slide too. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, adults can rock the slide too. So
yeah, so definitely, Bandajan, take advantage of it. If you need more information, please go to cdm.org. Again, cdm.org. Otherwise, it's right here, 180 Wasway in San Jose. You can go and enjoy, and get your kids to enjoy at the Children's Discovery Museum while they're learning too. So, Cecilia, if there's anything else you want to add before you go today?
I just want to let people know about the hours. We're open every Wednesday through Sunday, and that's with the 3 play sessions a day. And again, cdm.org to get your tickets and read more about what's happening at the museum.
Absolutely. Again, Wednesday through Sunday, Bandajan, तो mark कर लीजिएगा और note कर लीजिएगा. Reservations की ज़रूरत है. Do they need to be masking indoors? Cecilia?
Yes, we are requiring that people wear masks inside, and the masks are optional outside in Bill's backyard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Perfect. So, Bandajan, yes, this would be a great opportunity for you to take advantage of. So please go ahead, go to cdm.org, or you can also just drive over there Wednesday through Sunday, even this weekend, but buy your tickets online, buy ahead of time before you get there. Cecilia, thank you so much. It's so great.
Thank you.
Again, we'll look forward
Yeah.
to talking to you again sometime in the near future.
Wonderful. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Ah, my God, what a wonderful thing. I felt very. I
I
remember those good
know.
old days. We went all the swings and all. Ah,
And the slide, Altapapa, remember
Whoa.
there was this one time with one of we did a Pragna
hey,
excursion there.
you know one thing, Fatwadi, when you actually volunteered with Pragnya, right?
Yeah.
I want to share something why I volunteered with Pragnya.
Right.
You know why?
Why?
Pragnya is such a fun place.
I know.
You know, actually, when you actually volunteer with Pragnya, you get to actually work with individuals who are neurodiverse, right?
Yeah.
And trust me, Banujan, they actually are the people who know what fun is.
Yeah.
And I actually got the opportunity to go on the slide 25 times.
That
You
is
know
right,
why?
Banujan.
You know why? I was actually holding with one of the kid who was kind of a little bit,
Was very worried
he was
about
worried about the slide, because the slide is kind of big. It's not like small.
Exactly.
And it actually kind of turns. It's like it's safe. By the way, it's not dangerous. It's not like one of those theme parks. That's why I went there.
Yeah.
But it's fun to actually do that, and the way they made it also very nice. It doesn't hurt your, it doesn't dirty your dress also, because it's made of concrete and they have a nice thing. The way they made it is very nice and thoughtful. Go check it out. Children Discovery Museum is not just a place like a museum where you actually can go and learn stuff. Yes, it's fun stuff to do. And people are testing already on it. In fact, thank you, Vibha. Vibha says she loves Children Discovery Museum.
Oh.
And yes, I am crazy. And for all of India, we have Deepaji joining us. Right? Deepaji, welcome. Good morning to you. I don't know what evening like aapke liye.
Ha.
But thank you so much for joining in. And whenever you guys join and you actually chime in, it actually makes our day. Thank you so much for that. And Vibha, I will never forget the comment of yours.
What
She
did
said,
she
I
say?
am easy on the ice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, fine.
It's
But
not-
you also. And of course, Bajaj, that was your, a quick information segment for you guys. But time for us to go where right now, Faltwani? Do you know where we're going to go right now?
We are going
To the
towards...
news desk.
That is absolutely right.
And of
Did you
course,
want the
but-
headlines or do you need the news in detail
Well,
as
why
well?
don't you start off with the headlines, Faltwani, then you come back to the news. I don't know. What do you want to do? See, sometimes I wonder, are you testing me? Because I want to give you all the autonomy to do what you want to do. It's a job of a
You
guru.
want to give me?
I'm a guru, right? I create opportunities for
Oh,
you.
Lord. Okay.
Anyway, Bajan, right now let's go see what's happening with the news. Faltwani, please take it away.
Broadcasting live from the Silicon Valley, Bandajan, these are the news headlines from across the Bay Area and the United States on July 27th, Tuesday. Former California Senator Barbara Boxer assaulted and robbed in Oakland. The CDC is going to be reversing indoor mask policy, saying that fully vaccinated people are recommended to wear masks indoors under some situations. What are they? We will bring that to you shortly. California is going to be requiring vaccines or weekly testing for state workers. San Francisco to require new employees to be vaccinated for their jobs. And San Jose's Alum Rock School District prepares for new school year. As we're coming back into the school year, many school districts are preparing. In fact, from the Milpitas Unified School District, we'll try to see if we can bring the superintendent on. And from the San Jose Unified School Districts to talk to us a little bit about how they're preparing for the new school year. And also, one of the main issues that has been faced with the board and the superintendent have been faced with has been with regard to return to in-person instruction for all students. How are they going to make that safe? Are they also going to offer the hybrid model for students who prefer to stay with distance learning and learning from home? So more on all those stories we will be bringing you right here on A Good Morning Bay. Did you need the we will also be going into the national headlines as well, Banajan. As I mentioned before, the CDC is going to be recommending vaccinated Americans wear masks indoors in some cases. Simone Biles, the gymnast, is uncertain if she will continue at the Tokyo Games.
Well, she pulled out, right? She didn't compete at all, so we lost the thing. But
Yeah.
her future is uncertain.
Her future is
But the details about that will come, Baljan, for sure. Lekin, don't worry. Usse pehle, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Gania Kira for you guys. By the time our news desk submits all the news for you guys and gives you a news outlook of the news in detail. Here's a nice song I'll land up for you, Baljan. Ek song, why? I'll tell you why I'll land a song.
Why?
Phir thoda gana suniyega, I'll come back to that for sure. This song, of course, from the movie Chichore Banjan, which turned out to be the last movie in which Sushant Singh Rajput starred, and it was a good movie. Watch it, listen to the song a little bit. I'll come back and tell you more about why I picked this particular song as a Gania Kira for you guys. That's the message, Baljan. Fikar not. Zindagi is short. Khale, pile, jile, mauj kar le, Baljan. And this is the message I have for everybody out there. And this song actually is very interesting, Baljan. Music is by Preetham and his best friend or buddy or his bonk connection, Amitabh Bhattacharya, has written the lyrics for this.
Yes.
Singers, Baljan. Quite a big lineup. We have Dev Negi, there's Amit Mishra is there, and we also have Sriram Chandra, Antra Mitra, and also Nakash Aziz in the singing part of Baljan. Ye thoda aur sunega gana and we'll come back with the news for you guys in detail. That's right, Baljan. किस्ते क्यों बढ़ रहा है आपके फ्यूचर के लिए दंड मत दो अपने आप को. कल की खुशियों का महंगा म्यूचुअल फंड लेके किस्ते क्यों भर रहा है आज को दंड देके रैबिट बन के कर न सके जो कछुआ बन के कर जाएगा. Whenever I think of Kachwa Father, you know what comes to mind?
Huh.
Kachwa chap, bacha agarbatti. I can't think of anything else. Kachwa boto, that's what it's been. It's
I cannot
ingrained
believe
in
that, I don't know if they use that here in the United States, but that was something huge, right? In India.
Well, it was huge. They used to have 1 feet one, which would last the whole night.
The kachwa chapa.
I don't know if you noticed, but this actually, have you noticed?
Yeah,
They used to
the
have
coil.
There used to be like what do you call this? Just a green color coil, and there used to be a red color coil.
Oh.
Yeah, and the red color coil used to be the big one, which promises to last 24 hours.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I know this, okay. So one of the things, when I used to go to school in India, when I was in elementary school, right? I went to a residential school.
Yeah.
Meaning
Hostel.
Hostel boarding school में थी मैं boarding
Because she's
school.
really hostile.
Hey, that is not.
That was a good joke.
You can't help yourself, can you? Deriding me all the time.
What? Deriding you? I don't
Yeah.
ride you at all. When you don't ride you, is deriding. Okay, fine, continue.
Okay, so but what was I talking about? I was talking about that coil. So typically, what would you pack for a child, right? You would like pack their
Odomos.
clothes, you would pack their cookies, whatever they want to take. I would have Odomos is one of the things.
Pawn
and
screen.
then no, this kacho chap agarbatti. That was one of the things that would be
Hey.
packed. My mom would
I used to
religiously
ask
pack
for
them.
it. I used to specifically ask for it to be packed for me in my bag.
Yeah.
And guess what? I used to get dozens. Before Costco was invented, I think my parents knew how to buy wholesale. They bought it wholesale. And guess what, Bridget? That used to be a favorite pastime, Fatwani.
Oh.
Sometimes at night, I actually have sat through. Kachwa chap used to last not more than 5 to 6 hours. That's it. No, seriously, I have watched it and burnt it to see how long it lasts. It's really mesmerizing. The time just flies. You'll see that, it's like a red color thing which go, I don't know, if you kids who have not seen it, you're missing out, dude. Seriously. The fun of Kachwa
And then
chap.
it'd be like this silver
Metal
kind of metal
Was it
kind
silver?
of.
I don't think it's
know.
silver.
It was
Aluminum.
whatever. That
I know the
metal-
material very well, Bridget.
Yeah, that particular thing that you would sit on,
Uh-huh.
and I'd always lose that particular thing.
What an indigenous idea they had,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And actually, to get that, they are like a pack of 6 had one of those things.
Yeah.
So if you lose it, you got to buy another pack of 6.
Exactly.
Smart fellows.
Yeah.
But I was smarter than them. I used to use pen. I used to use pencils and keep it on top of that. I've also used things like a safety pin to hang it onto the thing and line it up. You never done that?
No.
Okay. Have you ever done this, Faltwani?
Where did you
Using-
live, Alto Baba? Seriously, that you needed so much of it. God.
Guess what? Have you done this? You can actually make a kachwa chap, it lasts 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Night time again, machas come back to you.
Huh.
How do you actually, how can you actually make sure your coil can last for a whole night?
So you turn it off,
No, you don't turn it off.
then?
You keep it on and you connect the other coil to the end of the thing and it'll automatically burn after some time. You got to be creative. You got to actually hide it. You got to place it on top of it vertically. So by the time it comes to the center will light. You're laughing.
That is such valuable information, Alto Baba.
What
for our
a
bandhus.
fine. Okay, now you are really mocking me right now.
No, I'm not mocking
Bandhus
you.
are saying
What are they saying? Tell me what they're saying. I
people
don't
are
think
saying
anyone-
Altu Baba was bored and had a lot of time. Well,
Yes.
I don't know about bored. I had a lot of time though.
Yes, he
Yeah.
had a lot of time.
To me, it was Indians' touchable time. I could actually, just sit and do nothing, and I was famous for that.
Oh, really?
And I could just, that was my childhood. Can't help it, dude, Father. I lived dangerously. Okay,
Right.
But doesn't matter. Now coming back to the point, Fatwani, we are supposed to go back and give the news updates for Bandhus.
Yes.
What are you talking about, Fatwani?
Well, there's a lot of information that just came out. Panajan. In fact, you cut me off, Alto Baba, when I was giving the headlines about the national news.
Okay,
so
continue. For national news headlines you were giving, no.
Yes, I was.
We went to the Gani Akira, right? Always blaming me for something or other. Continue.
Because he transitioned to the Ganika Kira. Anyway.
Right.
Well, Panajan, former California Senator Barbara Boxer, who's 80 years old, was assaulted and robbed in Oakland on Monday, according to a tweet posted from her account. She was not seriously injured, is what the tweet said. The assault and robbery happened and ended in the 300 block of 3rd Street. The attacker pushed her in the back and stole her cell phone before jumping in a waiting car. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised, said Derek Johnson, owner of the home of Chicken and Waffles in Jack London Square, the restaurant, if just 2 blocks away from where Boxer was assaulted and robbed. Robberies, car break-ins, and carjackings in Oakland have gotten out of control, and that they have to do something about it as a community is what they're saying. Johnson added that crimes like that happen all the time, but he hopes that this assault on a public figure will be a wake-up call for action. Mayor Libby Schaff released a statement saying that she was deeply troubled to learn of the assault and the robbery of the senator, and that she hopes that she has a speedy recovery. The CDC is going to be reversing indoor mask policy, saying that fully vaccinated people should wear them indoors in COVID hotspots. The CDC is expected to recommend that even fully vaccinated people begin wearing masks indoors, again in places with high COVID-19 transmission rates, according to people familiar with the matter. The updated guidance comes ahead of the fall, when the Delta variant is expected to cause another surge in new coronavirus cases, and many large employers plan to bring workers back to the office. Experts say COVID prevention strategies remain critical to protect people from the virus, especially in areas of moderate to high community transmission levels. The CDC is expected to recommend today that fully vaccinated people start wearing masks indoor again with high COVID-19 transmission rates, according to people familiar with the matter. This briefing is going to be held at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will bring you the updates right here on Good Morning Bay tomorrow, Banjan, as this unfolds. The updated guidance, especially White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci had said on Sunday that the CDC was considering whether to revise mask guidance for vaccinated Americans, saying that it was under active consideration since it is a dynamic situation and it is a work in progress. It evolves in so many other areas of the pandemic, Fauci had said, and the main thing that they need to do is to look at the data. California is going to be requiring that all state employees and all healthcare workers show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or get tested weekly, tightening restrictions in an effort to slow rising coronavirus infections in the nation's most populous state, mostly among the unvaccinated. The new rule will take effect next month, officials announced on Monday. There are at least 238,000 state employees, according to the California Controller's Office, and at least 2 million healthcare workers in the public and private sectors. While about 62% of all eligible Californians are fully vaccinated, the state has struggled to make significant progress in recent weeks. Infections and hospitalizations are rising, with the highly contagious Delta variant now making up an estimated 80% of the cases in California, though the growing numbers are still far below where they were during the winter
Wait,
peak.
they don't share how many cases, right? 80% of cases, matlab kya hai? What do they mean by that?
In terms of the total numbers, Alto Baba, I don't think that.
Well,
has
even
been
if it's like,
you'll find it on the county website. I think if you go to Santa Clara County or different counties, you'll get that.
but still a big number, right? Of those cases, this Delta variant is the one taking over the old thing.
Right.
And by the way, I was reading a very interesting article. I don't know if you share right now to scare people out.
Go
Because
ahead.
what they say is, when you're vaccinated from the virus, it does not mean that you actually are fighting it out immediately. So basically, what they say is, there is by the way, I read a lot of medical journals, so that's what the doctors are saying. The virus stays in your nasal cavity, right? It does not go. It lives there. Only thing is, the symptoms will not show up.
Whoa.
Of your body trying to fight it, right? All those symptoms will be lot lesser.
Right.
So the 40% reduction in the symptoms is what they see. So basically, even if you have been vaccinated, there's a possibility for you to be able to transmit it also. That's the sad part.
Wow.
So let's say you go someplace. That's why they say you always have to have a mask under your belt.
Right.
Is what they're suggesting.
Yeah.
Even if you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
It won't affect you, but you can actually carry the virus across
Yeah.
to other places, and more vulnerable people can actually get affected. So
Yes.
you've got to be careful on that.
Yes, absolutely. So, Banajan, let's tell you that you're listening to Good Morning Bay. Those of you who are just joining us, this is our morning drive time show. Every single day, you get to listen to us from 9 to 10 in the mornings. We bring you 9 to 10 in the morning Pacific time, because we do have bandus who are tuning in from
Are you
all
talking
over
about
the world.
Pacific or specific time?
Pacific time.
Pacific time.
Pacific.
Specifically Pacific time.
Whatever you understand it as, Banajan. We are live right here on Radio Dehoris, and if you want to catch us after this particular show, you can actually watch us on our Facebook page. The archive videos are there, and also you can go to our channel, YouTube channel, which is Radio Dehoris, and catch up on all the fun entertainment and all the fun informational programming that we have right there.
Hey, Padre, but what about the international news? I want to know what's happening in India.
Before that, let's get the national news, Altubaba. Very
God, you're so
important.
slow, Padre. Come on, we want to catch up on all these really fast.
Well, like I said, today actually, Altubaba, in U.S. Capitol. There is actually the hearing that's going on with regard to the Capitol attack.
It's
Remember?
a facade. It's just like,
No, it's
spending
not.
taxpayers' money. That's it.
No, it's not.
No, nothing's gonna come out of it.
There will be something that'll come out of it. 4 police officers have delivered wrenching testimony on Tuesday on their struggle to defend the U.S. Capitol on Jan 6th against a mob of then President Donald Trump supporters, describing to lawmakers how they were beaten, taunted with racial insults from rioters, and faced threats like kill him with his own gun. It's still going on, Manjan. I was listening to some live testimony before I came on here, and it was just really gut-wrenching. I mean, many of us hear it, but hum log itna conditioned ho gaye hain that we get to the point where we're like, oh, okay, poor thing, it happened. But when you actually listen to them and where they're describing that some of them, like there was one officer who's actually of African American and mixed, Hispanic descent, and he actually apparently was targeted, and they threw a speaker at him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
Wait, Speaker of the House?
no,
Sorry.
a speaker, an object, and they threw the object at him, and it missed him. It hit somebody else and then landed on his toe. And he says that even now he's not able to walk. He's undergoing physical therapy, and his the toes in that particular foot are all broken shattered to the point that it's not healing. So it's really gut wrenching. I was listening to that testimony, and while we were preparing for the show. But in any case, speaking of really horrendous attacks, Manajan, remember that attack and the spa shootings that happened in Georgia? Well, a Georgia man who claimed to be addicted to sex pleaded guilty on Tuesday of murdering 4 people as part of a shooting spree at an Atlanta area spas that highlighted the fear and intimidation felt by Asian Americans in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. And he has pled guilty at this particular point in time. And if you want to catch more about this particular story, you can go to mediamahima.com. Simone Biles says that she is uncertain if she will continue at the Tokyo Games. Like Altu said, she withdrew. She was left weighing her Olympic future on Tuesday after dropping out of the women's gymnastic team final at the Tokyo Summer Games after one disappointing waltz, saying she had to focus on her mental health. And Aldaba wanted some news internationally. Well, let's tell you, Budajan, really quickly.
Excuse me, why do you give it? Because I wanted it.
Well, all of you want it also.
So you don't want to share it?
Yes, I will share it. if
Then you
want.
share it because you want to share, don't because we want it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you feel like sharing, share it. Don't do it because we want it.
Okay, I think I'll feel like sharing.
Let's share it. Yes, that's important. Yes, go on.
An explosion in a German industrial park on Tuesday killed 1 person and left 4 others missing, setting off a fierce blaze and sending a pall of smoke over the western city of Leverkusen, Bandijan. That's really sad news coming out of Germany. In Ukraine is holding military drills with the US and Poland and Lithuania. Helicopters provided air support, armored personal carriers rolled through fields, and soldiers fired at enemy targets on Tuesday as part of a large military exercise hosted by Ukraine and also involving the United States, Poland, and Lithuania. Saudi Arabia has threatened a 3-year travel ban for citizens who visit the red list states. These red list states are the states that have been banned or put on the list because of the spread of coronavirus and its new variants in those states. And the state news agency SPA said on Tuesday that they are going to impose a 3-year ban. And in news from India, US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken has arrived in India to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Jai Shankar tomorrow. This is specifically for talks on strengthening the Indo-Pacific engagement as well as New Delhi's human rights record, among other issues. And the Mumbai Crime Branch has provided an update on the Raj Kundra case and has said that Shilpa Shetty has still not been given a clean chit in the pornography-related scandal. After Bombay High Court adjourned the bail plea of businessman and Shilpa Shetty's husband Raj Kundra in the pornography-related case, the investigating officers are now probing the actress's involvement in the same. She hasn't been given a clean chit yet. All possibilities and angles are being probed. Forensic auditors are appointed, and they're looking into the transactions of all accounts in this particular case. Meanwhile, Kundra's bail plea will next be heard on July 29th as Raj Kundra's police custody ended today. He was produced before a magistrate court. However, he was sent to another 14 days of judicial custody. On the other hand, people also said that his 2 bank accounts have been frozen by them, and the crime branch also told the court that they have found from mobile and MacBook chats between Ryan and Kundra, which contain details about revenue and payments for that particular app, the Hotshot app. They found details about that as well. And the second India-Sri Lanka T20 has been postponed as Krunal Pandya has tested positive for COVID-19. More on all these stories you can get on mediamahima.com. But again, that's all we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Bay. And what you hear in the background is our lead into our Ganika Kida, the final iteration of it on this Good Morning Bay. With this, we're going to say, Badajan, have yourselves a beautiful, terrific Tuesday. We'll be back tonight live at 5 with the Evening Drive, the Pam Pam Show.
Hi guys, this is Shraddha and you're listening to Radio The Hottie, where the entertainment gets hotter, hotter, hotter.
Maza aa raha hai na? Great music, Badajan, for the best in entertainment and the best in music. And the